Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, yay! And as you can see, we are still on the planet. This is a continuation of the live stream series where we restarted after the new graphic update with Space Engineers last week. And I'll give you a quick look around, show you what's going on, but first we have to get started, so let's go. Alright, so for those who have not been here for the live streams, let me show you what we've got going on. We did start a new playthrough because with the update, a lot of the mods that we were using in the other playthrough, basically, it's not that they broke, they just do random things now. They're kind of weird. So we're waiting for everything to get balanced out and for the mod authors to get everything updated. But what we've got here, we started with a planetary lander and we broke it down, turned it into the base, did some mining, expanded out, so we now have 3 refineries, 3 assemblers. Everything is piped in. The lower area down there, if you just look just under the module, the upgrade module, you can see a little cave area that goes down into our mining network, which currently we have iron, uranium, and gold directly under the base. Now, one of the things that happened is that in the new version, or in the new graphic update, if you notice, there's no discoloration anywhere around the base. Basically, surfaces no longer show you where the resources are underground, so you actually have to have your ore detectors in order to get in there and find it. So, because of that, the vanilla ore detectors still suck, so we went ahead and we did install the azimuth ore detector mod. We did not put the entire azimuth mod in the light pack. We just the ore detector. So now that is the 3rd mod that we have installed in the playthrough. Everything else is basically just a script. So we have a battery status script, which will show you at a glance all the connected batteries, what their status is, as to whether or not they're charging, where they are as far as power outage, etc. And then of course we're using my favorite mod, MMaster's LCD script. So makes it very nice to be able to get around on the planet. But everything else is pretty much vanilla. We do have the build and repair installed, and I think that is the only actual mod we have. Everything else is related to the scripts. So I'll make a list for the playthrough. We'll actually link that down below. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. So what we have been doing is we built the base. We now have a working lift here. Let me show you really quick for those who enjoy these things. It is a piston driven lift. It looks really nice, but as you can see in the middle there, it kind of tears because the 2 pistons will not let you link blocks between them. I'm thinking I'm probably going to rework this, but I really like having the dual pistons on there. So, but it works, so we're going to keep it for now. Let's bring this up. Now what I'm going to do is in the new update, one of the things that Keen has said that they have worked on is stabilization of the wheel system. So we're going to make a wheeled vehicle. I'm just going to make a small one, see how well it works. If it works really well, I will probably make a large block version that's basically a mobile refinery. Like I said, with the new system as far as finding resources is really troublesome. So yeah, kind of need a mobile processing system now, I think. And what we'll do is we'll have a place for the little scout to dock up on it and basically be able to pull some of the resources out, bring it back to base so that we can build. I may actually end up making a completely mobile base at some point where we basically break this entire thing down and put it on. If I do, it'll probably be like a helicarrier kind of thing. I have thought about adding the helipad, was it the hover engines for the hovercraft in. And if I do, we'll end up making, basically, we'll probably just take the whole base as it is. We'll just build off of this and convert it into a ship, which might actually not be a bad idea. Because all we would have to do is basically cut these supports off all the way around, and we could convert this whole thing to a ship. Maybe we'll do that. That could be interesting. So let me know what you think about that down in the comment section. If you want to see this thing turned into an actual mobile base, I'm kind of liking that idea. But if you know, it's going to be, that'll be a very time-consuming build. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. All right. So let me go grab some plates. What we're going to need to do is we're going to have to grab, I don't know, I'm going to grab a couple hundred of those. I don't think we'll need many of those, but you never know. We're going to grab a few of those because I think we need them for starting the wheels now. I don't remember. Alright, I think that's most of it. Okay. Now, like I said, we're just going to make a small thing. We're not making anything ridiculously huge. Now, I do want to have a large reactor on this. So let's switch this for this. Let's grab you. We're going to grab wheels. And you are my good ones, or are you my... Okay. You are the whole suspension and wheel. Okay. Yes? Yes. Alright. Now, because this is the Space Engineers, we're going to have to grab that. So what we're going to do, first things first, let's go ahead and flip this thing around. We're going to go like so. So let's go ahead and get this going. I don't really care which direction it's facing. You know what? Let's do it this way. Tens. No. So yeah, it tends to be troublesome no matter which way we do it. But okay, so let's make sure that sits. Okay, that is locked. Oh crap! Before I forget. Damn it. Bob, no. Oh, because if he welds it up. Oh, look at that. Just before it was functional. Awesome. Okay. So if he welds up to the point that it's functional, it will flip over. So we don't want him. We don't want Bob building stuff for us here today. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's clear all this out, because we are going to go... Do I want to do heavy? I think I'm going to do heavy for this. So let's grab our blocks first. We want reactor, and I'm going to put a large cargo block on this. Alright, so first things first, we want to have heavy block. Yeah, and then we're going to go this way with it. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we want our cargo block. Now this is a small grid, large cargo. So we want this to go like so. And then that allows me to be able to put a connector on the back, which we will probably end up re-rigging. What I'm thinking is I'm going to actually have conduit come off and then come over like a small hunchback to link up to that at some point. But we want to get all of the basic stuff in first so that we can figure out what we need to do and where we need to take it in order to get everything done here. Okay, so we will do that. And then thinking, let's go. Neighbor's dog there. That was not my dog. So Oh, before anyone asks, I'm gonna let you know. Nope, that was not mine. No, okay. So you are good like that. And do we want? How do we want to do this? I think. Damn it! Auto rotate. Another reason to have Bob turned off there. All right. All right. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I'm thinking we're going to go a little further out on both sides. Let's grab wheels. Alright, so I'm trying to remember, is it the large section? Wheel could not be placed, and that's going to be because of that. Oh. You know why? I know why. There we go. We're going to bring this out here, like so. And we're going to do that on this side as well. Oh, come on. So one of the things that they did update is that the character movement speed has been increased a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring you out. Let's see here. Yeah. There we go. So you're going to see people bouncing around a little bit more than what you might have normally seen or remember seeing often. So if you see it, give folks a break. Because alright, so that is, I want to say that's right side up. Now, why is the wheel not being able to be placed? Because it's 3 by 3. Alright, so let's go. Yeah, see, I think that is right side up. Nope. Had it upside down. Okay. So that, okay, so that will fit there. We don't want it there. We want, actually, do I want it there? No, I want the weight centered over the wheel. There we go. Because what we're going to end up with is, so that's on both sides. You're there, you were there, okay. Making sure here. It looks good, right? Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna bring this out like so. Now, since I have Bob in this, what we're going to do is we're not going to worry too much about, there you go. That's what we want. We're not going to worry too much about getting in here to be able to weld this stuff up. It's more about getting it in here and getting this all together. All right. So you are like so. I'm wondering if I actually want to have this be like that instead. I think so. There's that. Take you out. let's go ahead and rinse and repeat this on both sides. And basically what I'm thinking about doing here is we have it come out like that. And then here. So we did that instead. There we go. So it ends up doing that. So basically what we end up with is something that's a little bit better supported. And then on the back here, do I want to go with that, or I think I want to keep it with this. And what we'll do here is on this one we will do the half block to tie that in like so, and then on this side do the same thing. Yeah, that should work. That should work. All right. And then again, we're gonna have, there you go, that. See if we can get this. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. And now we'll bring this forward a little bit. Alright, that's going to be there. We're going to do 2. Actually, let's do 2. Okay, so that's one on either side. So if we do on here, that should be okay. Have, let's see here, got one off. All right, there. So you are actually going to come out there, flip you over, rotate around there, and this will bring us up to where we need to be. So what we're going to do now is I need the parts. Oh, to finish this beast. Because I need to make sure all of my connectors are where they need to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing welded up. So I have small on the top. Alright, large there. Alright, so I'm thinking, how do we want to do this? Because what I'm trying to figure out is where I want to put the O2 generator on it, because I do want to have this be basically a multi-planet style rover. And I'm wondering if we're going to be able to do it the way I'm hoping to. Probably not, because that would be entirely too convenient if I could, but you know, we'll give it a try. Let's see here. You're not gonna no. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bracket this. It's not actually doing anything for us other than adding a little bit of mass, but that's okay. It doesn't need to. It just has to look good, right? That's those two. We're gonna put a cockpit in, and we're gonna put probably a couple of gyros in. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to have this set up around the idea of actually just having a cockpit on it, which I think we are. All right. Okay, so we've got this stuff done. Let's grab utility cockpit because we can. Let's see. We would need oxygen to pipe in. So if we put the oxygen generator on the bottom. And for those who don't know, they renamed it. It's now the O2H2 generator. Why they did that, you know, who knows. Probably because that is basically what it is used for the entire time. We're going to have you set up a bit higher. So now we're going to need... Can we get... Where's my conveyors at? Okay, so that's... Goes there. Goes there. And we're going to have one... If I can get in there. Right there. Alright. Have you tied together like that. And hopefully this is going to let ice pass through here. We'll find out later, won't we? Alright, so let's go ahead and get the bumper in. And are we going to have enough? You know what, I might need... I don't know if we're going to have enough room for... Oh yeah, just barely. Should be interesting. I'm thinking we're actually going to go forward just a little bit. Because if we go forward one, that allows us to have a little bit better control over wheel positioning. Alright. Okay, so I think that is most of the basic stuff at this point. Now I will need to put, I am going to put gyros in, I don't need to, but what I want to do is have all of this basically tie itself together. Let's go ahead and get you in here. We're going to flip you like so. Give us a little bit of a carriage join right there. There we go. Ties all that together. But this also gives me a little bit of room in here, so if I want to put in small reactors, if I want to put in some more RCS or even like control blocks, timers, that type of thing, we'll have plenty of room to do that. And we're going to put an ore detector in right there. Let's go ahead and grab. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to have the large reactor, because this little ore detector takes a crap ton of power. So we're going to put you in. Yeah, we'll put you in there, that's fine. And we're going to need to put some spotlights on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish getting this thing detailed out. We'll get some spotlights in here. We'll get probably a couple of the gyros in and get this thing welded up. So I'm going to do a really quick cut and we will be right back. And we're back. And as you can see, we are fully welded up. I did go ahead and throw in a small jump start reactor here. Basically, what we've got this set up to do is this little small reactor is the, in the case we run into problems. So hopefully we won't run into problems. So we went ahead, we did weld up the front of this thing. I haven't, as you can tell, really wrapped it yet. We haven't skinned this thing up. It's just stuff to help protect what we do have. For the metal grids, because I don't have all of the materials I need to make more. We've got heavy armor blocks on the base, and I basically stripped the metal grids out of those to fill in where we needed them. But yeah, so it's mostly ready to go at this point. So now all we need is, I should turn that off first. Alright, so let's get in here, control panel, landing gear. So we are going to turn off that, turn that off, and actually turn the whole thing off. Kind of expected that. Now you don't want to be standing directly under this thing when you do this because it's about to go like so. And when it settles down on you, if you're under it, it will kill you. So keep that in mind. Now I do think I may have actually put these on upside down. Let's see here. Let's go in here. We're going to go to control panel. We're going to go to wheels. Alright. And we want... Yep. Yep, they're on upside down. Ah. Okay. That's okay. Ooh, rotors are nice and strong. Alright, so let us... Okay, so let us go ahead and do what I want to do. Let's group these wheels up first. Because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to basically hook this thing up and replace the wheels one at a time. Alright, we can do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this stuff done first. We're just going to go ahead and group this. So we can have all of that. We're going to turn this off on here, and we're going to not have them show up there. So, really, I can't do... Interesting. Huh. Look at that. Alright, so let's go ahead and have all of you. So I can do groups as long as I do it that way. I don't know. Alright. Oh, steering angle is 20%. Alright. So that should be okay now. So it is... Actually, no, that is... weird. That's left. That's right. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Let's take this thing out for a bit of a spin here. And is it going to be able... Yes, yes it is. Oh, hello. We are on ice, so we do need to be careful. Alright, so everything is working the way it is expected to. Like I said, we will need to flip these over and set the offset up more so that basically they... the wheels give us enough ground clearance that we'll be able to get around things, but for now it's working, and that's what's important. And it does handle much better than it used to, so alright, so let's go ahead and get us around here, show you what the expectation is. So you see our base over there, so if we're out and about, go out, you know, do some scouting, get our resources together, figure out what we need to pick up, where we need to go to mine. See if we can get this thing in here. And it may be one of those situations where it's actually better to have it go in reverse. Come on. Our little runabout spider here. Let's see, how do you handle going backwards? So yeah, once we get the ground clearance issue fixed, This should work really well. So for a prototype, it works. Now the nice thing is let's go ahead and go here. We're gonna grab groups. We have our wheels. Well, we're gonna do here. Actually, can I do? Oh, you're not gonna let me do that. All right. So, I'm gonna have to use parking brake for now, but it works, and that's what's important. So, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. And when we come back next time, hopefully we will have the wheels fixed. We'll have everything up and running and ready to go. And we'll even may do some skinning off camera to get that thing finished up. I'm not planning on doing much to it. Probably just putting a couple of bands to hold the cargo container in, and maybe run some piping from there on top of the cargo up to the assemblies up here, to see if it's just an issue with going through the reactor or not, because the reactor's kind of weird sometimes when it comes to piping things through. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day, have a fabulous week, and we'll see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Now to get these wheels fixed. Oh, that's gonna be a pain.